Welcome back to our channel. I'm Artsy and this is our development series. We meet here every Sunday at 11 a.m. to talk about developments taking place in Montego Bay, Jamaica, and across the world. If you're interested in these types of videos, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Number 1. The Montego Bay Perimeter Road project in St. James is grappling with a labor shortage as locals reject the $3,000 daily wage offered by China Harbor Engineering Company, CHEC. To address this issue, the contractor is turning to female workers for the construction of the Ironshore to Westgate thoroughfare. Apparently, a parallel situation occurred in the Southern Highway Improvement Project from Maypen to Williamsfield, which also led to the hiring of female workers due to wage concerns. Now, based on the reference article, $5,000 is the normal wage for local contractors for day labor. It is also important to note that on June 1st, 2023, the national minimum wage was increased from $9,000 to $13,000 per 40-hour work week. Prime Minister Holness made the announcement during his contribution to the 2023-2024 budget debate in the House of Representatives on March 16th of this year. Now that works out to be $2,600 a day for 5 days on an 8-hour shift. What do you think? Considering the changes in minimum wage and the obvious inflation since the contract negotiation, should there be a re-evaluation of the wage? Let me know what you think in the comments below. As mentioned previously, as a part of the Montego Bay Bypass project, a drainage study will be done to, in essence, guide Montego Bay's infrastructure construction. The aim is to prevent recurring flooding during heavy rains, which is a problem Montego Bay has been facing for many years. Check out this interesting video I did last year if you haven't already. The study is urgently needed and addresses the city's constant heavy rain events, which lead to widespread flooding. It will inform the development of drainage systems, river training, and infrastructure investments to mitigate these natural disaster risks. Hopefully, this survey and the drainage systems developed as a result of it will fix this persistent issue, as decades of flood mitigation spending has resulted in billions in repair bills post-hurricane season, not to mention lives lost because of flooding. Would you agree that this is something that should have been done many years ago? Or probably it was, and the proper systems just weren't developed. Before we move on, I wanted to point out a comment that was under the video I did last year. This commenter said, Montego Bay is a natural harbor bay created by the convergence of 7 distinct hill formations, and as a result, the city proper sits at the lowest points of 7 watered hills that all drain towards the bay. That explanation provides clarity on the issue, and I sincerely hope for the development of an effective system that will finally address the problem. Also, a quick question. How long do you think a proper survey will take? And will they be able to come up with a solution? Maybe another bypass for Western Jamaica? Number 3. Prominent stakeholders in Western Jamaica advocate for prioritizing the long-awaited Lucea Bypass over building an international airport in Negril. They argue that the bypass could cut travel time between Montego Bay and Negril from 90 to 30 minutes, addressing chronic road congestion. They are emphasizing the need for the Lucea Bypass as it will lead to shorter travel times for tourists and cruise ship passengers, ultimately providing an economic boost to Negril. Yes, the airport would help those flying to Jamaica, since rather than landing at Sangster International Airport and then having to drive to Negril, they just land in Negril. This would also lead to less traffic on that thoroughfare. But then what about tourists that enter Jamaica via cruise ships? Plus, tourists aren't the only users of the road. Therefore, it is being asserted that the bypass not an airport, is key to Western Jamaica's economic development, as it offers practical benefits for the broader population. Wait, is it one or the other? Or is it that they want the bypass before the airport? What are your thoughts on the matter? If you had to choose between the two, which would you choose?